decisions quickly.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. O'Neal is out at the 5. Here's Thibault. Outside, Simmons. Down low, Howard kicks to Embiid. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Howard.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
And David Aldridge spoke with Quinn Snyder. David?
Well, Kevin, he said for them to prevail, they've got to be stout in the post and close off those driving lanes. If they fail to do those two things, it could be a very long night. And to be honest, he didn't sound like he thought they could.
Thanks so much, David. Now here's Simmons. Harris up top, guarded by O'Neal. Passes it to Howard. Embiid against Gobert, and Embiid gets it to go.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
Conley against Simmons. Gobert dishes to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from 12. Here's Gobert. No good there. Excellent D from Howard. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Simmons on the wing. Over by Conley. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
Pass to Bogdanovich. At the top of the key, Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Conley against Simmons. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Rebound by the 76ers. Outside, Simmons. Now the pass to Howard. Back to Simmons. To the middle. Unloads from 13. Embiid, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Conley's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Thibault. Pass to Embiid. Harris outside. 3-pointer. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Conley against Simmons. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. That one doesn't drop. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Harris drives in. Makes it off the glass.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important. And right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Well, the last few years, we've seen a huge improvement from Tobias Harris's shooting the deep ball.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. He went from not really having a reliable outside shot to being a 40% shooter from outside the arc. It's opened up a lot for the rest of his game, and it's a big reason why he scored over 20 points a game last year.
Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Rudy Gobert, 3rd.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Bogdanovich against Howard. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Conley scanning the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Here's Thibault. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Simmons. Over Conley. Here's Embiid. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Here is Conley. Last time out he had 13 points. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the 76ers. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, you look at Ben Simmons and that great body of his and the skip
with the big men down low tonight.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, you're going to see both teams double these guys because they're just too hard to handle. Otherwise, they'll have to do their work and make their decisions quickly.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Here's Thibault. Outside, Simmons. Down low, Howard kicks to Embiid. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Howard.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
And David Aldridge spoke with Quinn Snyder. David?
Well, Kevin, he said for them to prevail, they've got to be stout in the post and close off those driving lanes. If they fail to do those two things, it could be a very long night. And to be honest, he didn't sound like he thought they could.
Thanks so much, David. Now here's Simmons. Harris up top, guarded by O'Neal. Passes it to Howard. Embiid against Gobert. And Embiid gets it to go.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
Conley against Simmons. Gobert dishes to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from 12. Here's Gobert. No good there. Excellent D from Howard. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Simmons on the wing. Covered by Conley. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
Pass to Bogdanovich. At the top of the key, Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Conley against Simmons. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Rebound by the 76ers. Outside, Simmons. Now the pass to Howard. Back to Simmons. To the middle. Unloads from 13. Embiid, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Conley's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Thibault. Pass to Embiid. Harris outside. Three-pointer. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. Conley
against Simmons. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. That one doesn't drop. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Harris drives in. Makes it off the glass.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important. And right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Well, the last few years, we've seen a huge improvement from Tobias Harris's shooting the deep ball.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. He went from not really having a reliable outside shot to being a 40% shooter from outside the arc. It's opened up a lot for the rest of his game, and it's a big reason why he scored over 20 points a game last year.
Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Rudy Gobert, third.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Bogdanovich against Howard. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Conley scanning the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Here's Thibault. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Simmons. Over Conley. Here's Embiid. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Here is Conley. Last time out he had 13 points. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the 76ers. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, you look at Ben Simmons and that great body of his and the skills of a guard. That is an incredibly unique combination.
What's up?
That's good from Simmons. And Clark standing 6'10". Has there ever been a player Ben Simmons' size or bigger who could handle and pass like this?
I really don't think so, Kevin. Obviously, LeBron is 2 inches shorter and probably 15 pounds heavier. Giannis is more of a scorer than a passer and facilitator. Magic Johnson was the first of the true 6'8"-ish point guards. He might be the closest when you look at Ben Simmons, but man, he's special because of that size and passing ability.
Now here's Conley. 5 to shoot. Over Simmons.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
For 3, Harris. Utah with the rebound. Now O'Neal. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Back to Conley. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Harris off the drive. And he banks in the layup. Harris has got his 2nd bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And stolen by Simmons. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Now off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Now, here's Mitchell. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender. That's what he stamped that one with.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And the Jazz call time here. Well, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
Here's a look at some stats for Simmons. Coming off a terrific season, he averaged about 17 points a game, 7 assists, and 9 rebounds. And really for him, it's about putting in the work and improving his game.
Yeah, and I think he wants to. It's one of those things where you either want it or you don't, and he does.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Swiped away. Inside, here's Simmons. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Simmons got 7 points in the game. Simmons against Conley. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Mitchell in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. He has 5.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Embiid dishes to Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. Embiid finds Harris over O'Neal. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And it's 8 points for Tobias Harris. Conley the pass to Gobert. Conley against Simmons. Conley gets the bucket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Outside, Simmons. On the wing, Harris. Over O'Neal. And that one hits back iron.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now, here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Philadelphia 76ers. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Philadelphia.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
And he can't get the first one. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower. Probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
And he's good on the second.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Thibault can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 13. Clarkson taking his time here. Conley against Simmons. Pass to O'Neal. His first shot coming late. They grab their own miss, and Gobert hits to Conley. His three-pointers off the mark.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next three quarters as well, Greg.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now, here is O'Neal. No points in the game yet for him. Conley's shot is off. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. But Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top four. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players. But they're erasing that perception.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Howard. Clark, do you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it happen.
Last one we saw was Dave Cowens back in the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. That's a long time ago, man.
The Boston Celtics.
Yep.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Moutier dishes to Gobert. The pass to Clarkson. Kicks to Moutier. Back to Clarkson. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here is Harris. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Rudy Gobert, #1.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Clarkson. The teardrop falls in.
Nice counter move by Clarkson. The defense plays him to take it to the rack. He floats one in on him instead.
Outside, Simmons. Rebounded by Clarkson. Jazz trail by 15. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside, Simmons. To the paint. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And it's 8 points for Joel Embiid.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and gameplay. Lets it go from deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Thibault. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the 76ers lead by 19.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in the NBA. He talked about that journey.
the ups and downs of injuries and early on in my career not being able to be consistent enough to be considered a top guard in the league, and making myself work that much harder to get my game to a level where I feel that I can compete against anybody in the league. And that's what I'm most proud of, is just being able to withstand that.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Jazz. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Moutier. And it's Clarkson in at the 2 spot. First one falls for him. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
The 76ers making a switch here. Milton's checked in. And both free throws good for Clarkson. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going, and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. And here's Bogdanovich for 3, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And the shot is good. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, a large frame and nimble feet and great strength allow Embiid to be bully balling guys down low.
Moutier pass to Gobert. Curry against Moutier. Bogdanovich wide open. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Confidence is not lacking with Bogdanovich, and he shows it on these shots.
Milton the pass to Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career, has improved every offseason, and is a great rebounder and scorer.
And Harris drops them both.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
Passes to Gobert. Bogdanovich against Harris. Shot from the wing. Bogdanovich, no luck.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Embiid trying to break loose. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Dishes it to Ingles. To the left wing. Baseline J on the way. Doesn't go that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Gobert kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Moutier. Good D by Embiid.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Friday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Ingles. 20 points for him last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Curry dishes to Embiid. Burks on the wing. Back to Embiid. Clock at 4. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And Burks is good for 3. Burks has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Utah, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And it's in there.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Utah shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Bogdanovich, and the rejection by Embiid.
Boy, supported by great vertical explosiveness, Embiid continues to dominate as a rim protector.
O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Mitchell comes in for Moutier. O'Neal kicks to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Curry with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Mitchell with it. He has 5. Pass to Clarkson. The 3. Milton grabs the board. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 15-4 run right now.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization.
Clark, a lot of coaches like to run their offense through centers. Any names you can think of who you'd be comfortable running your offense through at that position?
Well, just because I've watched him and loved his game since locking into him, Jokic.
Yes.
Man, can he pass it. He can shoot it. He can score it inside. He's got such excellent hands and touch. He's at the top of the list. DeMarcus Cousins, big guy that can shoot it and pass it as well. And Marcus Hall is also in that list.
Yeah, you'd feel comfortable with any of those guys holding the ball, distributing the ball, wouldn't you?
No doubt.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. Last season, he played outstanding. First in shooting percentage, third in blocks, and one of the league's most ferocious rebounders, always working. He was top 5 in that category.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took. Conley finds Mitchell. Shoots over Curry. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 7 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Embiid, the pass to Burks. Back to Embiid. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
And there's the pass to Embiid. Here's Milton, defended by Gobert. Milton's shot is good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Burks against Conley. He kicks to Mitchell. Releases. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid.
He hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the 1 in the first.
On its way from Curry for 2. Can't hit that one. The Jazz go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Kept alive.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Mitchell with the putback, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. He's got 7.
He started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Outside Curry. Passes it to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Curry dishes to Embiid. The shot that time not on target. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Mitchell, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
No good on the free throw. Greg, nowadays teams looking for +6 players. That's a player whose arm span exceeds their height by at least 6 inches.
Donovan Mitchell, how about a +9? I mean, a little over 6'1" in socks with a 6'10" wingspan. Those long arms, the reason for the Spider nickname.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Back to Conley for the 3. Drills it from outside. Conley's got 7 points in the game.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
Pass to Simmons. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Conley, the pass to Gobert. There's the dish to Mitchell. Curry with the defensive effort.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And that one's good. Simmons.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And here is Conley. He's got 7. Mitchell wide open. Here's Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his second trip to the free throw line. That free throw missing. The 76ers making a switch here. He hits the second from the line. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Howard. Harris outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Second, Joel Embiid. Fourth, Rudy Gobert.
But these guys are always around the hoop, always with a nose for the ball. A dominant season inside for both.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Harris.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And he makes both free throws.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
O'Neal against Harris. 56 seconds left to play here in the half. 5 on the clock. Here's O'Neal. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the dunk by Embiid.
And Embiid has a really high basketball IQ, superb at recognizing when to leap for the alley-oop jam.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Here's Thibault, covered by Mitchell. And here's Harris from the arc. They get the rebound. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got 8 points.
There's an example of that strength that Dwight Howard possesses. I love seeing him fight through contact.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor, so they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was Joel Embiid who got hot in the first. He had 18 points, 3 assists, and 1 block. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Yeah, guarding Embiid is such a challenge because of the size and athleticism. Also plays with a lot of heart. He has a little nasty to his game. I remember playing alongside a center like that.
And Shaq, how'd you think the Jazz were playing?
Well, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Philadelphia shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. They've got Howard. He's out there with Harris. Simmons is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Thibault in at the 2-guard spot. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Simmons finds Howard. Fires for 3. And that one's good. Thibault. Thibault's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the 76ers. Outside Conley. He dishes it to Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Embiid. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And Mitchell drops them both. And so here is Philadelphia. And the pass to Harris. Here's Thibault. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Thibault's got 5 points now this quarter.
Man, I love how Simmons sets the floor up. So good at spotting his teammates for high-quality shots.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. From the arc. The shot missing. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Simmons against Conley. Over Simmons. Gobert dishes to Bogdanovich. Down low, Mitchell. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And the vision there from Bogdanovich. He's skilled.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. Unloads from 13. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And stolen by Simmons. Floats one. Gobert with the defensive effort.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Howard with the steal. Harris outside. In the corner, Simmons with it. Back to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 6th assist on the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork. That's
what a dunk!
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Shoots from 12. Tries again. And another shot. And it's finished off inside by Gobert. Gobert's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons is driving inside. I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
Here's Conley, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Ben Simmons. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin, and he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley, he never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
Clarkson, he's checked in for O'Neal. And so Mike Conley nails both of them. And Greg, you talk to Conley, he'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers, unselfish, and focused on what the team needs to win.
Simmons finds Howard. Lock at 6. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. Over Gobert. A new 14 for the 76ers. Another shot. And Howard with the nice bucket inside. He's got 12.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Now, here's Mitchell. Tight defense on him. Gobert dishes to Conley. Here's Mitchell. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's Harris with the ball for Philadelphia. Out left to the wing. Here's Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 21 in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Thibault, covered by Mitchell. Passes it to Simmons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. I mean, really skilled at making the defense get a little shaky when he has the ball.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
That free throw, no good.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
The Jazz making a switch here. Davis is checked in, and he sinks the second.
You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
Mitchell is doubled. Now, here's Clarkson. Left side, Davis. And that one drops. Davis has got his first points in this one. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you.
And when you think of Howard, defense and rebounding immediately comes to mind. I mean, he knows his role and plays it pretty well.
Clarkson kicks to Mitchell. Outside, Davis. They get it back. Excellent D from Howard. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Curry against Clarkson. Here's Korkmaz. A rebound by the Jazz.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Bogdanovic against Embiid. Here's Davis. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic.
Bogdanovic, the shooter, keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Curry against Clarkson. Mitchell outside. Pass to Bogdanovic. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bogdanovic has got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for the Jazz. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Here's Curry, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Clark, the relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to the players.
Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Utah. Good on both.
And, you know, for Curry, getting into the league has been a battle for Seth. I mean, he's more established and playing with more confidence now.
Mitchell passes to Ingles. Davis against Howard. Davis dishes to Ingles. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Embiid. For Utah, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Embiid. Here's Curry. From 8. Howard trying to free himself up. He gets it in there.
He's becoming more comfortable and tight. Seth Curry is good at picking his spots from this area.
Curry with the steal. To the inside. Simmons. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Back to Mitchell. And Simmons with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. You take a look at Green, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And, of course, Seth Curry, he's right there as well. He's another player that shoots it extremely well from outside.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of horse. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
Free throw drops for Ingles. Both shots good from the stripe. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside, Simmons. Back to Embiid. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
I tell you what, the offensive game of Embiid, ridiculous. He can score in so many ways.
The drive by Mitchell. Great D that time from Howard. 76ers shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Simmons passes to Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Howard's got 11 in the second half.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Mitchell outside. 6 on the shot clock. The wide open look here for Ingles. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Solid vision by Clarkson. Got it to his teammate in a great spot.
Embiid finds Curry. Back to Embiid. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And you look at Joel Embiid, Clark, for a player standing 7'2", probably close to 300 pounds. You've got to be impressed with how well he moves out there.
And Kevin, that's the first and most eye-catching thing about him when I watch him, is how nimble he is for his size. And you notice it at the offensive end because he's got great skills and footwork, but defensively, he doesn't pick up a lot of cheap fouls despite having the primary role of rim protector for his team.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Clarkson. Here's Embiid. And that one is off. And Utah the other way now. To the middle. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. Green against Ingles. And it's Mitchell missing. And so Green will bring it up for the 76ers. And he makes that one. Curry's got 6 points.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunities.
Right side Davis. Six to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And it's Mitchell missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. 76ers on top, opening up a huge gap. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. We've got Emmanuel Mudiay. Davis is out there with Bradley. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Tucker in at the 2. Bradley can't get it to go. Philadelphia shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Mudiay looking around. Bradley finds Tucker. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's foul number 2 for him. Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
The pass to Green. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pass to Howard. Shot clock at 5. Here's Milton. Rebound, Utah.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
A nice shot by Tucker.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
It's stolen by O'Neal kicks to Mudiay. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Fans always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Right. That free throw good from Bradley. Now Green. Pass to Burks. Jacks up a three. It's good from long range.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Tucker dishes to Mudiay. No good on that one. Nice D from Scott. Philadelphia shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Here's Howard. The shot off that time. The Jazz go the other way with it. Mudiay against Burks. Mudiay with the basket. Moutier's got his first basket. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Howard finds Burks. And it's off from three-point range. Jazz have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Inside. Mudiay with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. The 9-foot shot. O'Neal misses.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. George Niang, he's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Milton. And Davis pulls it down.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Burks, the pass to Howard. Burks against Mudiay. Lets it go from 14. Howard, and Howard with this stuff.
You know, showing flashes of his old self here. I mean, when Howard finds that rhythm, it feels like nobody can stop him, and he's right.
And here's Mudiay. Clark, a lot of fans ask us what qualifies as a legal screen versus a moving screen. They feel there's a lot of gray area there. What do you think?
Well, I think there is some gray area because the problem you have, one of the problems is a number of veterans out there have become really masters at getting a little extra into their screen, which borders on illegal and many times is. So the league is doing a pretty good job of clarifying. If you're moving your lower or upper body to help a teammate with your screen, then that should be called, and most times it is called as illegal. A hip check, a shoulder, any of that to set a screen is illegal.
Outside, Green. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Green's got his first basket of the night.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
And Tucker kicks to Mudiay. And then Mudiay slams it in.
That is not possible. What we just is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
Kevin and Greg, I'm telling you, that is he's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Here's Howard, and the layup's good off the glass. Howard's got 15 points in just the second half.
And you know what? There's no question about it. Dwight Howard still has it going on inside.
Outside Bradley. Up top Moutier. Burks covering. Back to Bradley. No good that time. Excellent D from Howard. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Milton's shot is good.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Bradley passes to Niang. Burks against Moutier. Here's Bradley. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Bradley's got 7 points here in this quarter. Green deciding where to go with it. Clark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
Tucker, the pass to Bradley. Kicks to Moutier. Here's Niang, just 5 to shoot. It's stolen. Now the 76ers on the break. And rebounds again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Howard can't hit.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Burks against Moutier. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic.
Wow.
Because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic. You know, after the Sixers were knocked out in the second round for the second straight year, there was some speculation, and I think unmerited, whether Brett Brown might be let go as head coach. The players voiced their support and made the decision easier to bring him back, and I think it was the right one. He's done a fantastic job as the leader of the Sixers.
And Coach Brown, Clark, captained the ship through some real rough times in the beginning.
And, you know, Kevin, I think for that reason and the job he's done here recently, he's earned the right to see this thing through. It's a result-oriented profession. I know that, and I understand it. But this is a team built to contend, and that's the expectation. And I'd like to see Brett Brown have a chance to bring it to full fruition.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Stripped it away. Here's Niang. Burks covering. Pass to Bradley. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Scott. Now here's Burks. Scott kicks to Burks. There's the 3. A rebound by the Jazz. Bradley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
There's the pass to Niang. Now here's Bradley. Count it. Bradley's got 9 points here in the second half. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Passes it to Korkmaz. And here's Burks. outside. Scott. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Burks. He's tightly guarded, and the basket is good.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Williams-Goss, the pass to Davis. Williams-Goss misses. And the 76ers shooting around 37% in the fourth quarter. The minutes starting to wear on them. Here's Burks. Lays it up off the glass. Burks has got 9 points in the quarter.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past. But the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams. Although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. That one misses.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
Sure did. I mean, this means they'll come out on top in the season series, 2-1 now. Got to be happy about that.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Howard.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Nice shot by Smith.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Bradley passes to Williams-Goss over Smith. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?